Greetings, everybody. Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 5 of Kingdoms Reborn, which originally aired live on Twitch. Just so that I'm not drawing too much coal from one mountain, I don't think it's going to exhaust anytime soon. Like if I zoom out and look at province overlay, yeah, there's still 36,000 coal there. And there's almost 60,000 coal down here. But it's best to, spread your eggs in multiple baskets. And tech is complete. So what are we doing next? Tech or upgrade? And for the raiders, I will cover what you're voting on. So for technology upgrades, blacksmith would give my city the ability to make steel tools. Paper maker would lead to medicine, which is necessary because my people do get sick. Logistics helps me haul stuff. So those are the tech upgrades. The upgrade tree would be, I would include heating technologies, which have me heat housing a little bit more cheaply. I would include cards. So cards help improve the productivity or something like that of different businesses. So for, cards would be another choice. Water farm management would increase my farm productivity. Building combo would lead to cathedral, which actually adds to victory score. So I'd also add building combo in there too. But you guys so far have voted tech. I'll wait a little bit, see what comes of that. But while we do that, let me steal some gold from Ruin. Oh, whoa! Ruin just had a massive pop dive. They don't have... They used to be the biggest. Oh boy, look at that. I'll steal gold from them while they're down. They had a massive tool and medicine shortage, and they are dying off hardcore. Bye, Rowan. Bye. I have no mercy. I stole from them as they were starving. Boom! Batter you while you're down. All right, tech. What tech to research? So, blacksmithing for better tools. Paper maker that leads to medicine maker. Paper maker is also, you know how I upgrade my businesses with bricks to bring them up to the middle age? When we hit the enlightenment age, I need to use paper often for upgrades as well. So it does serve that purpose. So paper, blacksmith, logistics. And a Yoda can. Hey, buddy. Yeah, if you want to scratch the banished itch with a newer game, this will scratch it, I think. I mean, I'm trying to honestly depict it. And the replay value is not incredibly high, I will say that. But with that said, it is a lot of fun, and you can play it multiplayer. So the replay value against the AI is not incredibly high. What you can do is you can challenge yourself by going after different luxury tiers. Oh my god, I have so much furniture. Let me get rid of some of my furniture real quick. 2,000 gold. Cha-ching. And it looks like you guys want paper maker, which is going to be 80% done. So what do you want after paper maker? Tech or upgrade? And here's the grapevines going full tilt. I'm probably going to need even more storage yards for these grapevines. So I'll add some additional storage. And I'm a little worried that there's not enough housing for the employment of all of these vineyards. So I'll add 2 more houses up here as well. It does not... Yeah. Let me claim some provinces. There we go. Some more breathing room. All right, tech. What tech? Medicine, blacksmith. I'll just do those two. Medicine, blacksmith. And now I have a paper maker. Ooh, we have a lack of tools. Okay. I'm going to increase my tool maker, my stone tools up 1, so we don't go bingo tools. But another thing that I was going to do is up here in this little hamlet, I am going to stick a library. Where's the appeal? Show me appeal. Yeah, I'll stick a library here. And then a tavern up there too, for the same reason, to keep people happy. Where's my tavern? Here it is. All right, medicine. Medicine making it is. Until I start to see real yields from the winery, I'm not going to upgrade it. Yes, it has online co-op, so you can help out other towns. So if you see here, these are all AI, but I can gift money or whatever other resource to Borghild, or I can declare friendship with Borghild, or I can marry out my daughter or son to Borghild. There's a lot of sort of cooperative things that you can do for other towns to succeed. So you can play like 2v2, you know, and declare friendships or whatever. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways to play this game, which is kind of cool. All right, I am going to buy some stone tools because we have a tool shortage and I don't want to be short of tools. Where is it? And then let's sell furniture to cover the cost. My food is also really low, so buy some animals and butcher at half capacity, even for the lamb too, the sheep, so that we can supplement food. One of the worries with food is we're constantly having like food shortages, so that's something I'm going to need to address sooner than later, is how to feed this burgeoning community that we have here. Hey, but we have our first house level 5. And some of these houses actually went down a tier because we ran out of beer or cannabis for them, which isn't great. Actually, it's the opposite of great. It's really bad. But that's because our population boomed. Let me turn off my immigration. Our population boomed, and we haven't supplied resources enough to benefit the additional people. So some of the housing tier dropped, and as a result, our like research tanked, and our food went into shortage. A bunch of not good things happened as a result. The homelessness is pretty unavoidable, though. I'm not that worried about that. So the paper maker here has to be on the water, so I'm going to stick it right there. Let's go snatch some gold. So, Hostain, you're doing the best. And you have a lot of money. Thank you for 690 of your coins. How does having drugs make the house higher tier? So I'll explain this again. For housing, for all houses to rep up, you need to supply 3 of every tier that they demand. So right now, like this house here is a level 5 house because it has beer, cannabis, furniture, but it needs at least 3 of the 5, pottery and tulips. And at the start of the stream, we voted that I focus on beer, cannabis, and furniture. So I won't bother getting pottery and tulips, even though pottery is actually pretty easy to supply. Pottery and furniture, I would say, are the easiest. But with that said, we did vote, and I will honor that. And then for tier 2, we are going to be focusing on clothes, wine, and magic mushrooms, I think it was. Yes, clothes, wine, and magic mushrooms. But you have a lot more options here. I would say the easiest for tier 2 are probably clothes. Candles are pretty easy as well. Glassware can be easy. It really depends on how you tech. But those are sort of the tech there. But I have a lot of toolless and homeless as well, which is not great. Everyone stayed warm, though, so at least there's that. Hey, Tartarus. Welcome. This game plays nothing like RimWorld, but yeah, it might look like it. I think it looks like Anno, personally. It's quite similar to Anno, in fact. My impression is, if you like games like this, it is a lot of fun. It appeals to the crowds that like, ooh, Hostain is totally bankrupt. What about you, Berg? Totally bankrupt. Okay, I'm going to hold on to that snatch card. I'm not going to steal no one's gold because no one has gold for me to steal. Alright, I have a medicine shortage and a food shortage, so let's buy some meds and food. Meds up 100. And the food I buy, let's buy lamb for 100. And sell iron bars. So I have excess iron bars. When did it come out? Well, it's in early access, so it's not technically out, but you can still buy it and play it. I'm going to shut down one of these clay pits, because I have an excess of clay. I don't think I need more clay. Let's see, what other great upgrades can I throw around? That's about it. These farms should yield well this year. We should have definitely a boon year this year. Last year it was not so. Yes, this game is a Steam game. You can find it on Steam. Alright, so the paper maker is getting built. Oh, Coco, hey, buddy. Welcome. Man, I cannot keep food down. I think what I'm going to do is mushroom it up even more. Mushroom farms have been a pretty steady source of my food. And I'm just going to lean into it because I have a lot of empty tundra where I can just make mushrooms. And that way we can fight starvation that way. the housing is starting to bounce back, but we definitely need a lot more beer and cannabis. So the other thing I could do here is, instead of wheat beer, I could make mushroom beer. I know that sounds weird, but like, it'll help because mushrooms is going to be more reliable than wheat, I think. Because mushrooms we grow year-round, wheat is seasonal, and because we're in the tundra, the season for wheat sucks. Is this game new? Relatively, yeah. Hey, Ascendancy. How are you doing today? Tonight? Well, you're in Europe, so, oh my god. How are you doing this morning, I guess, is the appropriate question to ask you. There we go! We got the medicine maker. So, what is next? You guys will be able to vote on whether it's a tech or an upgrade. Tech, I would almost certainly go blacksmith. There's really no other choices. Maybe beekeeper and vodka for crop breeding, but blacksmith is pretty necessary as well. If we went upgrade, possibly water farm management so that our farm's a little bit more productive, or working on cards or cabbage or something like that, but it'll ultimately be up to you. So here's our little medicine maker. I'll stick that that little guy. Where can I stick it? Maybe here. Doesn't bother anyone there. I could also do ranching for better food production, yeah. That's another upgrade that I could go for. Food reserve is low. One way or another, I'm going to need to probably address the food crisis. Okay, no one has money that I can snatch. I'm really hoping that the multiple fields of wheat that I've got going on help with food. Oh, let's set that back to medicine. I'm probably going to have a huge boon of medicine here once I get the medicine maker up. And then we won't have to buy anymore, which is going to be nice. All right, upgrade and tech tied. I'm going to decide to go blacksmith. I'll be the tiebreaker. I need better tools. I've been using stone tools for a long time now, and stone tools suck. I have a thriving, you know, what am I even trying to say? I have a thriving community, and the mining equipment here gives me productivity in the mines if I have a blacksmith, but I currently don't have a blacksmith, so let's get one. And then we can mine even more. Oh, output full. Oh, I had a giant storage yard there. Because I don't think there's a peel. Well, yeah, there's not going to be a peel there because it's too close to a mine. So we'll fix that. Okay, all of the medicine maker materials needed are delivered. The bakery is starting to bake coal-fired, yeah, coal-fired bakery. I've got to say, these farms are just not, they are not getting planted, which is unfortunate. I don't like that at all. I think it's because the farms closest to this little hamlet here, right, are getting supplied. So the people that live in this house specifically, I'm calling you guys. These guys are lazy. Look at the farms that they're supposed to be planting. Empty, 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 empty. It's all empty. What the hell? All right, next up, you want an upgrade. So what upgrade? We could do... I'll just generalize it. Farming, heat, ranching, seeds, cards. I'm just going to have to keep it general. Because there's too many choices. But we have a blacksmith, so let's get that built. I'm going to reroute some of these roads to make room for the blacksmith. I'll put the blacksmith there, next to the iron mine and the smelter. And increase the storage here. Cool. That'll help a lot with tools. Is anyone wealthy that I can steal money from? Yes, you do. My money. Teehee. Alright, so seeds. The seed upgrades would be between cabbage or blueberry. So pick between those two. Man, my food... Yeah, my productivity yearly is just below my, my consumption. Mostly because these losers up here just are not working hard at all. I don't know if there's anything I can even do about that, though. My farms are top priority, employment-wise. And yet these farms are just not getting seeded. I could also put housing closer, but they would lose the bonus of tavern and library, which is not ideal. I did just get a card, Master Brewer. Breweries and distilleries gain 30% efficiency. Which is a result of brewing a ton of beer from this one little productive brewery. That's all it took. And this brewery here is making mushroom beer. And my new mushroom... oh, yes. Let's upgrade these. My new mushroom buildings require a lot of wood. A lot of wood to keep them running. So hopefully we can get some sustain cards. Wow, blueberries cost a lot. Dang. The further it is in the tree, obviously the more expensive it would be. I think what I'm going to do is change my mind about pottery. The reason being, because of the farming inefficiencies, I'm having a real hard time producing enough cannabis. So instead, I am going to focus on pottery. And that will actually help my research out if we get the pottery upgrade card. So this has a benefit in the long run. That will possibly be helpful. So I'm going to make that decision to do 4 tier 1 research, or 4 tier 1 luxuries, just because cannabis is just never in stockpile. Are orchards worth it in the long run? You mean seed-wise? Because there's really not orchards. Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, no, we could do orchards. We could do fruit. Fruit and hunting works really well in combo. The caveat, of course, is there's no such thing as boreal forest fruit. So if I wanted fruit farms, I could do fruit farms if I did fruit gatherers. So let me demo that right now. So here's a fruit gatherer. I'll put that, I'll put it here. And I'll put a hunter next to it and leave, and a forester. Because that's going to be a good combo. Where's the hunter? So the fruit farm and the hunter works off of one another. And then what I'm going to have the forester do, or actually move this forester over a little bit. What I have this forester do is cut all of the non-fruiting trees and replace them with fruiting trees to forcibly switch all the trees over to orchards, so that we have a one large orange grove in this area. So prioritize planting fruiting trees, prioritize cutting non-fruiting trees, and do both plant and cut. We also now have dye seeds, which is going to be useful later on when we want to get luxury clothing. And I can do dyes here. The other tier 1 luxury that I haven't got is tulips, and I'm pretty close to getting the tulips. Oh, but you know what? Stupid Borghild absorbed that territory already. So I'm in a territory war right now. And I'm going to lock out Borghild as much as I can. It's possible that Borghild and I mess each other up a bit. So I just I spent a ton of money just grabbing a bunch of territory to push them out. The trouble is, with all that added people, I am going to have a wee bit of a loss of pop because of the homelessness. Oh, I don't want this forester. Alright, we're still working on blueberry seeds. It takes a while. And then these new businesses will need probably some additional housing. So throw some houses up here that are inside the tavern and library sphere of influence. Also looks to me like I'm gonna buy some sheep here to butcher because we're hurting on food, and let's check if there's money to be stolen. So now I've impoverished myself. Yep, you have 680. Thank you for all of it. Almost out of wood, so I'm just gonna buy some. Hurts the wallet a lot, but it's needed. And then to fix that wallet hurt, I can sell... What do I have a lot of? Sell 100 paper. Sell off my stone tools and leather. And maybe buy blueberries. Okay, the blacksmith to make steel tools nearly done. There it is. I will fully upgrade it immediately. And then the stone toolsmith, I'm just going to demolish. I don't want stone tools anymore. And I will turn what it used to be into storage lots for more goods. So far, so good. Okay, my food is real low. Why are my ranchers not butchering butchering pigs and sheep? What are you doing? They're supposed to kill 7 of these each, and they're just not. Because they like starvation, I'm gonna assume. As far as medicine goes, I'm going to upgrade extraction, but not catalyst yet because I can't really afford it. And hopefully we get some steel tools off the line because we're about to have a steel tool shortage. And I'll go ahead and try to make money where I can. Sell some furniture. And iron bars and clay. For 2K. Okay, we have something new that we can upgrade. Techer upgrade. So we did just get blueberries, and I will, because I'm doing pottery, I'm going to convert one of these canvas farms over to blueberries, or 2 of them even. Plant some blueberries so that you can see the benefit there. And then down here, where we're doing pottery, I will pay to upgrade these so we can have a lot of pottery rolling off the line to fulfill people's luxury needs. Man, I hate ranching. I know you all voted kind of for ranching, but it's what I found to be ridiculously unreliable. So you're voting for upgrades, and I'm just going to select combo. I'm not going to leave it to vote this time. I think we need combo. Well, we don't need it, but it would be highly beneficial. So now we're starting to make pottery for tier 1 luxuries so that some of these houses here can go up to level 2 or 3 because of the inefficiencies of having remote farming. Although it does look like there's farmers, well, there's sort of farmers here. Not all of them are being sown. And here is the fruit gatherer, hunter, forester combo. Once that gets built. Come on. Please build. So close. They're running out of tools, though. Alright, fully upgraded. My medicine is also pretty low as well. But my medicine maker... My medicine maker will have medicine. Actually, there's a whole bunch of medicine just like laying here that just hasn't been hauled. So that's another thing that I'm going to need is logistics. I think dedicated logistics would be phenomenally helpful. I'm in a huge tool shortage, which is weird because I do have a blacksmith now. What you doing? Make them tools. I suppose I'll cover for the shortage by temporarily buying a few stone tools to tide us over, and a little bit of medicine to tide us over as well, because I'm a little worried about shortages there. Just spend some coin to help out. Maybe even I'll make coin as a result. Sell a bunch of the iron ore. Oh, yeah. Cost 600, but that's not bad. So here's the fruit gatherer. The fruit gatherer, if it has an adjacent hunting lodge, it gets a efficiency bonus. And let's see about snatching some money from Hallstein. Nope, they don't have a lot of money. What about from Rowan? Techer upgrade. New choice. So now we're getting productivity bonuses, which is really going to help for anything that I have a lot of. So if you take a look at the... oh, too far from storage. That's my bad. If you take a look at, like, the forester, because I have a bunch of foresters, I get now additional bonuses for having multiples. And that's true of anything that I have a bunch of. So that's going to be true of coal mines and really anything else that has some combo bonus. I didn't mean to go sharper. I'm going to get one of the starting books, the low-tier books, just so that I can unlock the next tier of book. And I will put a frugal book in the smelter to bring the cost down from 84 to 25. That'll be pretty helpful. Alright, now we have a productivity book. I'll do a sustainability book as well. Go productivity. Let's throw productivity in the mushroom farms because we have a lack of food. And I don't have a lot of faith in ranching or farming, traditional farming, because it just hasn't yielded what we've wanted to yield. Yeah, you could... Alright, there's some blueberries. There's some blueberries, but there's not a lot. And we'll do motivation and passion as well. And then I'll re-queue all of you for what you want next. So here's a sustainability book, which we will put in the brewery, maybe? Oh, what did it click? And we should start getting ample pottery. I'm actually surprised that we haven't gotten more pottery yet. We're making a whole lot of pottery here. And the pottery is going to allow us to increase our houses back up to the tier that they belong. I'm quite surprised that they're stuck in the stone. Some of them are stuck in the Stone Age. 2 pottery should be enough to bring them up to snuff. Given enough time. Alright, let's try snatching again. Nope, negative 800. That's not going to work. Borghild, what about you? Negative 140. So the AI can go deeply into the negatives, whereas I can't. Alright, I'll get farm management and then turn it over to you guys for what you want next. Yeah, no one has money worth enough to snatch. Sem the Pro, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Alright, upgrading my weaver. I might get another one of them, so we have enough. Well, no, I have a bunch of luxury. I have a bunch of clothing right now, ready and available for them. So never mind, I take that back. I'm going to artificially fill up my ranches. Hopefully my ranchers stop mucking about. And let's steal some people from board. Yoink. And some gold. Yoink. I should have did that in opposite. Opposite order, but oh well. So here is the combination fruit and hunting lodge. The fruit gatherer has not gathered any fruit yet. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get logistics on purpose. I know you didn't vote for it, but the hauling services, I believe, my crude understanding of the benefits of hauling services, I believe I am in dire need of hauling services, which help to move goods around more rapidly, having dedicated haulers. So I'm going to get a few of those because I think they're going to make a significant difference in the distribution of goods. And then a market is also pretty awesome, and I'll show you what that is in just a second here. And then we'll go back to some sort of upgrade that you're voting on. So where's the hauler? Hauling services. Alright, I'll stick one in here. So what hauling services does is it grabs goods from its sphere of influence and it delivers them where they belong. Which is fantastic. So I'm going to get one more haul for this industrial area. As you can see, those combo bonuses are stacking. And then a market, what a market does is it supplies like a remote hamlet with the resources it needs to benefit its houses. That's sort of the long and short of it. So if I put a market, darn, I really wish that I could fit the market in there. If I put a market here, maybe, it will help to provide all the luxuries that these houses need remotely. Hey, Zero. Welcome. Welcome, Zero Raiders. Thanks for the bits, buddy. How's EFT treating you? Frustrating or good for once? We're here for all you raiders. We are playing a city builder that has PvP aspects to it. And there's some info on it. And I started in a tundra, which is a difficult start to play in, and I'm struggling. I'm a little bit on the struggle bus. I'm doing better than all the other AI towns. I have outgrown them. But I don't feel like I'm doing fantastically well. But I did just invest in some hauling services, which should help to benefit some efficiencies. And we are voting. I'm going to, so you guys voted on upgrade. I'm going to try to get tax house adjacency so that houses make more money when they're adjacent. And you can vote on tech or upgrade. Now, tax adjustment is going to be really powerful town hall tool. That's one of the things I'm trying to move towards. All right, so we do have a dramatic lack of tools right now, which is odd because one blacksmith should... Okay, I think it just got delivered. One blacksmith is usually able to supply a town this size without much issue. Let's see if I can't snatch. Who's biggest? You're biggest. You're negative 2K? Never mind. What about you? Yep, you got some money. My money now. So the biggest barriers that I have right now is the not so dependable... Oh, Master Potter. The not so dependable... tier 1 luxuries that I need to keep people happy. So with these two potters here, I'm trying to crank out as much pottery as my my city's demand, but it is tough. Another thing that I could do is increase the hauling services. Although I just got the hauling services, I can increase the hauling services, the amount of slots that it employs, in order to try to get the goods moving around the town a little bit faster. But some of the other hauling services that I have set up already haven't even had the chance to build, so I don't think we're actually seeing the benefit of it yet. But what you will see for hauling services... Is this someone that's doing hauling services? No. I'm trying to find one of them so you can actually see the benefit. They'll start to, at some point, ride around in like horse and buggy and really move goods quickly, which is pretty fantastic. I'm going to move the passion cards and motivation cards around a little bit to add more pottery and less furniture, because we have loads and loads and loads of furniture, and I'm hoping to bring the pottery up to snuff. And then I'm actually going to get, instead of the house, well, I'll get house adjacency, and then I'm going to get homebrew. Actually, let me get homebrew now and then house adjacency. So homebrew... all the this homebrew gives me more science for the houses that have pottery, and I think that's honestly more important to me than the other town cards that I had. So I just threw out the other town cards because if I am focusing on pottery, this gives me a whole lot of science as a result, which is kind of nice. Have I ever played Dwarf Fortress? Not really, no. Not significantly enough that I could say I've played it. I've skimmed it. Which is a game that shouldn't be skimmed. As I'm sure you know. Alright, filling up the ranches. Hopefully it'll start making me meat. Whoa. What did I get? What was that? The town adjacency, I think? Yes, the house adjacency we just unlocked. So now we're making even more money for houses to be adjacent from one another. So as you can see, like an individual house, this one has 3 extra gold from adjacencies. You know, really depends on the proximity, like 4 extra gold from adjacencies. So that could be useful. All right. So you get to vote on whether I do tech or upgrade once again. And I'm going to do my best to try to manage the demands of this stupid city that wants to bury itself in the snow. So here's blueberries. About 100 blueberries from this farm, 100 from that farm. Hey, giraffe. Cheers, man. 3-month hype. So we're getting blueberries, wheat from this farm. Like, there's no wheat that manufactured in this farm at all, because the farmer sucked. Some cannabis. Some wine. We're getting a little bit of wine, so if you take a look, very briefly, we had some wine for luxuries tier 2, but we ran out pretty quick. Treats for the Yoda. Giraffe, thanks for gifting out a sub too. I appreciate it. To troll or no less? So if we do a tech upgrade here, as you can see, the constraining factor to enter the Enlightenment Age is 30 houses of level 4. The tier 2 luxuries, I'm going to want to push towards candles, magic mushrooms, that kind of stuff. So let's take a look. Magic mushrooms is down here, and this requires 80 houses of level 4. So that's going to be really difficult to obtain. So instead, I'm going to do beekeeping and candle making, even though that's not what we originally voted on. Because it's going to be a lot easier for me to get a beekeeper and a candle maker to supply the luxuries to enter the next tier. So a beekeeper wants to be somewhere where it is heavily wooded. So I'm just looking around to see if I can't shoehorn this in. Maybe shoehorn this in somewhere where there's like a lot of trees that don't get often cut down. Like here. The efficiency here is okayish. I don't know if I could put a road in easily though. So I'll put one. I'm a little worried about it being too far from the hamlet. So even at 100% efficiency, I'll put it there and get a passion book as a result. And we got candle making, so let me go through crop breeding and irrigation as well. So here's the candle maker. And I'll put 2 roads in. Oh, this road is ugly. Crop breeding next. I won't do the vodka distillery because we're going to focus on this stuff. So that will start to get candles, which is a luxury tier 2, which will be helpful. As you can see, I'm starting to get a surplus of pottery. Like I said, pottery is easier to get than furniture or anything like that, or than beer. Beer can be a little tough because it's you have to grow it, and I'm in a tundra. So you asked, would it work well in the orchard because of the replanting? Yes, it would work well in the orchard eventually. The other issue of putting it too close to the orchard is it's a large building that takes up a lot of space, and the fruit gatherer has actually a pretty small radius that it works in. So the problem of putting it too close to the fruit gatherer is it actually deforests as the act of putting it down in the first place, right? So that's something I'm just trying to avoid. Let's see if I can't snatch some money from Borg. They don't have a lot of money. From Rowan? No! Negative 5,000. Glad ain't you. You're so in debt. I guess from Hostain. Thanks for your money. I'm starting to build up a bunch of kidnap cards. So now we have crop breeding, which is a generic farm production 20%. Let's see. Logistics is really, really strong, so I'm going to get logistics as well. And you guys can vote on whether it's tech or upgrade next. Looks to me like medicine is a little scarce, so I'm going to buy some. So we don't have a good big die-off. Don't want to die off. I'll sell 100 clothing and 100 furniture. Cover the cost. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. The grapevines are providing a decent amount of grapes, but not quite enough to have the winery go full tilt. The beekeepers are going, and soon we'll have the candle maker. Up here, we should have the hauler. Here they are, hauling services. And the hunter, fruit gatherer, and forester are all working. As you can see, the fruit gatherer is not gathering a ton of food, but at least we're in the food positive now. For a while, we were in food negatives, and that felt bad. But now we're in food positive, so we'll breathe a little bit easier. You guys want upgrade cards. I'm just going to pick my upgrades for now. And let's see. Homeland Defense. My forestry seems okay. I'll increase farming techs. A few repeats of farming techs. Hey, Shield. Yes, indeed. I'm a little bit over my uptime. I'll be wrapping this up in a sec. I was hoping to get a little bit further, but just has not happened like that, has it? Alright. I do have a surplus of tech, tier 1 tech now. So most of these houses are level 5 as a result. I have some level 3 housing, and that's just because they haven't gotten cannabis or beer. But what I'm trying to do now is do repeat farming tech to make it so that the farms are a little bit more productive. As you can see, the efficiency now is near 200%. For just about all of them, in fact. And I'm hoping that drives yields, because my farm yields have been really dismal. I'll also increase my bakery so that we can start baking more breads. Still haven't made that market. Yikes. And here's the candle maker. So I've set the candlestick maker or candle maker up so that they can start supplying tier 2 luxuries. And then down here, fishing tools. I just realized I have the ability to upgrade that because I now have a decent amount of steel tools. Let's keep getting farming tech. And 5 immigrants from Rowan want to join me. Sure. And they've smiled as a result. So I'm going to get rid of the investment and put in farm management. I'm going to trash investment. And then I'm going to get rid of beer tax and put in master brewer. And that's going to help to expand my town, focusing more on farming and brewing than making money for the sake of money. And almost as a immediate response, I got my first tier 6 house. I have no idea where it is. Let me see where that is to show it off, to flex a little. And then we'll wrap up. Where would it be? I honestly don't even know. One of these houses are not like the other. If you can spot it, good for you. Where is it? Oh, in the north? 5, 6. Oh, yeah, here it is. Little darker roof. And they hit level tier 6 because they have 3 luxury tier 1s. They have beer, furniture, pottery. They also have clothes, wine, and candles. And then that unlocks tier 3, which I would need books, fashionable clothing, jewelry, chocolate, or pocket watches. I'm obviously in a position to do fashionable clothes and chocolate because I have chocolate and dyes right here and here. And then I could do pocket watches as well, which would be like engineering, or I could do books, which would be from paper, of course. But that about wraps up this stream. What do we get to do? We lead the... Yes, we do lead the globe in town size and prosperity, I think. It's hard to measure prosperity like that, but I'm just going to say we're the most prosperous. What is our income? It's actually hard to tell. Well, here, let me zoom in. So our income is 448 a turn against Borghild, which is well, it's 610, but they're in the negative, so I don't think that's fair. Their science is 29,000. What is my total science? I don't know what my total science is. But either way, I feel like we did pretty well, especially starting in the tundra with a bit of a disadvantage.
Thank you for tuning in to Kingdoms Reborn, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you have any feedback to me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch live streams of mine, Rhadamant.com has my countdown timers and links to Twitch and Discord. Thank you so very much for watching. I will catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.